We're here.
What?
Wow.
Anthony!
All right, let's go back. Forget that you saw us. Let's play the video. All right, here we go. Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido, Loca. And it's Tuesday Night Live.
Tuesday Night Live.
It's the live cruise show.
It is.
It's your cruising questions and answers as presented by Lido Loca.
Mm-hmm.
It is us, back in the cut. We have not been in the cut for so long. I don't know how many people are going to show up to the show. So usually I have a like goal of 1,000 likes by the 30-minute mark. But I don't know that we could do it. It's not that I don't have the faith in you guys. I just don't know that the people are going to show up. So that's the big goal. If you guys can spur each other on to get 1,000 likes by the half-hour mark, well, you'll be the best dang live show audience that we've ever had.
Do it.
In September of 2022. Welcome back to the show. A couple super chats came in pre-show. Let's go ahead and say thank you to Mary Cottrell for the super sticker and to Trevor Tuggle for the super sticker. How the heck have you guys been? We have been on the road quite a bit. I think our last live show was back in early August, and we've done a lot of traveling. We've done a lot of personal things like going to the dock. We've got a lot going on. So we had 2 weeks in Alaska. I did 4 days on the Carnival Liberty, and then we just did 7 days on the Harmony of the Seas, reunited, and it felt so good with Retro Sarge and Heidi the Queen of Deutschland. And now we are getting ready for another bit of travel. I will be heading out to Las Vegas tomorrow to spend another couple days with my brother as we approach the celebration of his birthday. And I'll be crashing the Ship Show Sharon at Sea group meetup. And then when we come back, we will be going up to Canada and getting on the Holland America New Statendam and doing a Quebec cruise to Boston. So we got a lot on our plate, as it were. And then we booked another cruise today. We're going back on the Wonder of the Seas for a 2-day come back and check us out thing. Lots going on.
It's lots of fun.
Lots of fun. But we're here to answer your questions. If this is your first time to the show or just you need a reminder, it's impossible to read everybody's chat. If you do have a question for us, please indicate that you have a question by typing question in capital letters before your question, and watch for us to be looking at the chat. There'll just be times that we go to the bottom and answer questions. If you do not get your question answered, it's nothing personal. We can't get to all of them. So there's the ground rules. Those are the guide rails. There's our friend here in Spring Hill, Mike, the Naughty Cruiser Travel Vlogs. Thank you so kindly for the super chat. Triple Hay coming in from the Mardi Gras. Can't pass up the live. How's life on the Mardi Gras?
Well, and listen, he's out with his daughter. He's so, it's going to be a great time.
You're making me look bad, Mike. I think my daughter, Danielle Archuleta, is in here, and I haven't taken her on a cruise, just daddy-daughter cruise. Big shout-out to the Blue Crew getting it done. If you get out of line, I hope we have some good trolls tonight. How many? We only got one thumbs down, so the trolls are kind of lazy already. But I hope you guys pop in some fun trolly comments, because I'd love to see the Blue Crew smack you down. I don't want to say that one of my favorite things every day is when I come across a trolly comment and I'm able to hide them from the channel where I never have to listen to their trolly comments again. I'm not saying I enjoy that, but there's a couple people. I usually give like 3 or 4 chances, but if every comment's like a trolly comment, then eventually I banish them from the realm, like I'm on the Iron Throne, the Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon, man, that show's been good. Old Man Jedi, thank you so kindly for the super chat. Hello, Tony and Jenny from Nebraska. How's the corn there, Old Man Jedi? Is the corn? I love corn. Is anybody following that meme? All right. Riding with Roy, didn't know the rules. I didn't even know what the rules were. All right. Slinky Ingle King is in the house. What is up, Slinky? From the Blue Crew. Scott McNeil from the Blue Crew, getting it done. Who else is here from the Blue Crew? The Blue
That's
Crew.
why she said, bite your tongue.
The Blue. Oh, yeah. Slinky doesn't want to have to deal with the trolls. We're trolling.
Well, I mean, she throws it down.
Look, we just hit 192,000 subscribers, and we are inundated on cruise ships, on land, and on the internet with so much love and positivity. I would be remiss if I did not say a big thank you, a big, huge shout out to everybody that we met on the Harmony of the Seas and on all of our Alaska cruises. Anytime that I start to get bummed out about just the 1 or 2, it's weird, the psychology of it. You always remember the 1 or 2 nasty comments, but we've been doing really good of reminding ourselves of the thousands of people that outpour love toward us, and we're very excited.
Exactly. So there's a couple of people that have already said, how do I get in touch with me?
Yes.
How do they get in touch with me?
Yes.
Danielle or anybody, can you just put my email in there? It's jbarnett, BARNETTE, at expediacruises.com.
Nice.
Yes, thank you guys.
We have a question from Kino King. Are the casinos non-smoking? No. So on the Harmony of the Seas last week, half was smoking, half was non-smoking. On the Liberty, I think there was some smoke. It was definitely smoking. I don't know if any of it was non-smoking. I think it's a mix.
Celebrity is always non-smoking.
Yes.
And then Princess, usually on their formal nights, will be non-smoking, but that was not the case on our Alaska cruise.
Right. And on Norwegian, some of the cruise ships are smoking, and some of them have a smoking room, the smoking box. Belinda with a question. I did not see a recap about the Panama cruise. Do you recommend it? Did you like it? One time. Just go one time. I don't understand the repeat to the Panama Canal because it's a little boring. I mean, it was neat, but it was a long cruise. We spent 9 hours going through the canal. Once you've gone through one lock, it's very similar. I stood out there and I filmed the whole day, 9 hours, and it was cool. But I don't need to do it again. So I would say do it once. Like, put it on your bucket list and knock it off. It's neat. You get to go to some places that you don't go on other cruises, but it's not one like Alaska. I'm ready to run to every year. I'm ready to go be in the Iditarod. But
now Alaska's another story. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
It was a blast.
Someone had a question about when we got home. Am I looking for the room steward?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to cook tonight. I actually cooked tonight.
Yeah, that was I while she was cooking, I got the thermometer out. Like, we have one of those that you can shoot at your head, and I was like taking her temperature. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know. You're cooking, man. Like, I didn't know if you had sepsis, if you were going insane or something. But man, you made some really good. The dinner was great. It was very nice.
Thank you, baby.
It was very nice. The cool thing is, once we get done, the problem cruising so much. Once we got done eating tonight, I just set our dishes outside our front door. So that seems pretty odd, but that's what we did. So. Cecilia says, is this our first cruise on Holland America? Did you know that the average age on the ship is 65? I work in Canada at a retirement home. My first Holland America cruise felt like work. That's what we're going for, right?
That's what we are going for.
I'm excited to go to Holland. I feel like part of my assignment will to be up at Man, we stayed up late on this last cruise. I feel like I'll be up at like 2 a.m. looking to see who's up at 2 a.m. in Holland.
And then listen, we'll do the TikTok. He knew the assignment.
That's right. Jody Justice, thank you so much for the super chat. Recently on the Carnival Magic out in New York City. Love Carnival, but probably won't cruise from New York City again. Thanks for all that you do. Love the show.
Aw,
thank you, Jody. Yeah, it's I guess every place you go out of might have a different vibe. We have yet to go out of New York.
Because when you think about it, every port, right? Like West Coast was definitely a different vibe than like the Florida cruises.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I guess, New York is probably fun.
Mike Hausman, thank you so much for the super sticker.
And then somebody asked what our favorite cruise line is, and I'm going to go with Tony's famous one, the next one.
The next one is our favorite.
So Holland
cruise
right
line.
now is our favorite, even though we've not been on it
Not yet.
Nah, and listen, to answer that question, it really depends on, like, what you're going for, right? Like, our Halloween group cruises are fun on Carnival. We want to chill out and just relax. It may be a princess or a celebrity.
It ebbs and flows for me. Like it changes over time. There would have been a time that I said I just want to go on Royal because I'm loving the entertainment.
Right.
Right now, I just want to go on NCL because I'm loving the entertainment and I'm loving their modified drink package and I'm loving the vibe of the ships. And I like the casino there. The only thing I like about the casino is the transacting of the money comes with a fee, which that doesn't happen on Princess.
Right.
But I would say that like if you're gonna hold me down and say I could only cruise on one line going forward, I would be exploring the Norwegian space at this moment. But I had a blast. There's no cruise line that I'd kick out of bed. You know what I'm saying?
It's the only mistress he's allowed to
I don't know.
have.
I might kick Virgin out of bed because Virgin would do like a nice pole dance for me. That's what I think. What are you talking about, Jenny? Somebody with a question.
He really likes the couch. I'm just saying.
What's the best excursion that we've done in Aruba? We've never done an excursion in Aruba.
We're going in October.
We've never landed on those shores, but we will be going in October. Mm-hmm. Any Carnival excursions worth my time in Freeport? The only thing I've ever done in Freeport was go to Senor Frogs. Just walked over there. That was fun. I know there's some beach
shopping.
There's some beach clubs, like all-inclusive resorts that you can go to.
I know there's a house too. I forget the name of it, but remember I was trying to get us to go there. But there's a lot of nice little places that are private.
Yeah. Sea Life with us with a question. How many people on your cruise wear masks? New creator here. You are my inspiration. Hey, well, good luck on your creative journey. Just remember that we all started at the same place, and some of us are just further down the road. So take that as some true inspiration that keep at it, and you can go places. Not many people are wearing masks on a cruise ship. I would say less than 2%. I would say if there's 1,000 people, that 10 people would be wearing a mask. So what is that, 1%? Not a lot. Eddie says, can I use onboard credit to gamble? A lot of times, yeah, unless it's designated for something like the bar. When you charge to your room at the casino, it just becomes a charge on your folio. And if you have onboard credit that, changes that goes against that folio, then yes, for sure.
Yeah. John Fitzpatrick, that's pretty funny. He said, is late dinner on Hal 4:30 p.m.?
It could be.
It could be.
Chuck Spencer, thank you for being here. Thanks for the super chat. Working and trying to catch the show.
Aw, well, thank you.
We're glad to have you, Chuck. Bill Cap, thank you so much for the super chat. On the Enchanted Princess on the 24th from New York to Canada. Hopefully we'll see the fall colors. Enjoy the show and the sarcasm. Me? Psh.
Not you.
Not me.
Come on now.
Bill, thanks for the encouragement and the love. I will be more sarcastic going forward. Meg's Funtime, thank you so much for the super sticker.
Meg.
It's coffee, so we raise our coffee to you, Meg.
Cheers, love.
Thank you for cheers me.
No,
cheers us.
You.
Delicious. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow our mind. Hey, Mickey. Thank you, Mickey, for the super chat.
When are we going to see you?
Hi, my favorite peeps. How are you? Miss your smiling faces. We're excellent. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
We're just running like crazy people, so that's a little challenging. But it's a good problem to have. Yeah. Greg Sharma, thank you so much for the super sticker.
Thank you,
very
Greg.
kind, very generous. Okay, I'm at the bottom. Let's see.
Aw, Diva Temple missed us. We missed you guys.
Romy Luke is late, but love the show. Should we punish Romy? Any write up? Okay, Romy, you're in fun. Look, we do have 1,000 people here now, so I think that we have 17 minutes to get to 1,000 likes. It's only 353 likes.
Yeah.
I believe in you. I believe you can fly. I believe you can touch the like button. Wow, that sounded rough. Belinda Racco Recipio from Canada. Raciopo. How would you say it?
Recipio?
Recipio. That's better. Thank you so much for the super sticker. That pair wants to know how's it going. That pair looks relaxed.
Yeah, it does.
Frankie said relax. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Have we been on the Carnival Panorama? We have.
We have.
Over there in Los Angeles. It was great. I enjoyed it. I kind of like that style of ship. It's
Vista class.
Yeah, the Vista class. It's the next. I think it's the next size past the Breeze. I didn't necessarily like the Breeze, but this had some elements of the Breeze now kind of transformed into the Vista class.
Right.
If you get to go on the Panorama, I think you'll. Well, I don't
And
know what you're into, but
once you learn how to utilize their elevators, you're gonna love them.
Yeah.
You're gonna wish they were on every cruise ship.
Jeff, thanks for saying I look like I'm in good health. Man, we have. It's been an interesting 8 weeks with health. I guess I need to do an update over on Have to Lose and talk about. I've struggled a little bit with some depression because of some of the health stuff that we're going through. There's nothing serious, right? We made it through the worst thing, which was the biopsy of my thyroid. And, Jenny's got some new health stuff. So it's been a little challenging health-wise. So we've been trying to fight through that and enjoy our time traveling. But, thank you for saying that. I feel pretty good, but it's been heavy for the last 8 weeks. So hopefully we do that. Question from Nancy D. Where do you find info on your group trips? You can go to lalidoloca.com/group cruise. And that'll even show you the one I haven't taken off there yet, the Sky Princess. But that'll show you the ones we have coming up. And also...
Are we going to talk about the website?
Yeah, so we've brought somebody on to help us with the website, somebody that we know and trust and love because we share the same blood. But if you want to stay up to date with some written cruise news, make sure you go to La Lido Loca on the daily, and there's actually new articles up there. And so the byline that you see, Michelle Gordon, is my sister. And she has been writing some great cruise news articles for us, helping out with the research. And I feel very fortunate that she is helping us out in that way and that our website is getting some more liveliness to it. How about that?
Yeah.
Interesting with Scott. Are you cruising with Doan anytime soon? Yes, we will be cruising with Doan anytime soon. So he's the one that kind of turned us on to this idea that the Wonder was having a 2-day redo. And then after he was rubbing it in our face that we didn't get invited.
He was smearing it.
He wasn't rubbing it in our face.
Yes,
but
he was.
He got the invite before we did. But then our company got the invite. And so, we should be seeing Doan on the, I don't know when that is. The end of November?
No, December.
In the early December, we'll get to see Don on the Wonder of the Seas. Of the Seas. Brian Bedeau. Is there any benefit of the cruise line travel insurance versus buy your own travel insurance? It depends what you want. So we look for very specific things when we get our travel insurance. We want extra medical and we want a medevac. But I can't really tell you the best way to buy your insurance.
So this is my advice, and it's strictly just like we're not insurance agents. So
That's right.
I think that if you are getting like your airlines and everything through the cruise line, then probably go with the cruise line insurance so it's all inclusive.
Yeah.
But if you are just getting a cruise and then you're doing your own air and then your own hotel, then definitely look for a third party.
Yeah, that's a good example because for most circumstances, if you get your cruise insurance through the cruise line, but you have not booked your airfare with the cruise line, then that cruise line insurance is not going to cover your airfare.
Right, and you know what? The third part, like, and really look at like your medical and what it covers, because you can usually get a better policy with third party.
Question.
And it really is just about like being easier, right? Like whatever is easier.
Question from Hira Mervin: a favorite cruise ship steakhouse? Gosh, I've had some
Island Princess.
Yeah, so the Island Princess had a Cajun restaurant that was their steakhouse. That was great. We had some great porterhouses there with Lori Lewis, who's out there. I returned to the Liberty Steakhouse, and that was delicious.
Yeah.
And then I think I like Chops better than Cagney's, though. Even though I'm picking NCL as my returning cruise, I think I like Chops better than Cagney's.
Yeah.
Caro, thanks. Very proud of what the work that my sister's doing over there.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for saying that. Faux show. That's good encouragement. I don't know if she's in here tonight, but hopefully she'll check it out. I will pass that on to her. Oh, everything went crazy on me. Hopefully I don't miss anybody's super chat. Brittany's Traveling Adventures. Thank you so much for the super chat, super sticker. John for Lido. John for Leto. Jenny and Tony question, do you know the steps to have 100 credits if you have 100 shares of the brand?
Yeah, so it depends on, of course, what cruise line, but if you shoot me an email, I'll get you the link to whatever cruise line it is, and it'll give you what you need to do.
That's jbarnett@expediacruises.com. Interesting with Scott, what can you do in Bimini? Bimini's primarily a resort place. There's a lot of different resort clubs. There's also like a Hilton there with a casino that you can go to. When I was there on Virgin Voyages, they have their own private beach club there. That's what I went to. Brent Tucker Travel, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the news, your views, and the cruising hands. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys watching on a daily basis. We both feel very lucky anytime that you watch the stuff that we're doing, so appreciate it. Beverly says, where are we going to next? I'll be in Vegas for a few days, and then Jenny and I are going to Canada and going to go down the east coast of Canada, check out the Maritimes, the Nova Scotias, all of those places, and then end up in Boston. I'm very much looking forward. That's on our bucket list to do that, and we're very excited about that. And that'll be one of the first times that everything's being taken. It's a press trip. So, but it's a press trip, but they understand that I'll be able to shoot my mouth off. So that's going to be kind of fun.
That was the deal.
That was the deal. Andre Rotterfield, thank you so much for the super chat. How is everyone? Just got back from a cruise on Virgin Voyage. It was great.
Andrew, I hope you're doing good.
I can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for us. We're doing pretty good. Look, we got 10 more minutes to get 110 more likes. We only got 6 thumbs downs. Could the losers out there please get 4 more thumbs downs? Man, I hate it when the trolls suck, right? Like, you expect to have some robust, good trolls. We got the crew here all trained up, ready to fight the trolls. They're like the Ghostbusters, but they're the Troll Busters. They're gonna dispatch you back to your bridge. Eddie Lugo Studios,
Eddie!
Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it, my man. We do have a lot of creators in the house tonight. If you are a creator, let's take a moment and maybe give your sales pitch. Right beside your name, just write creator and why should anybody watch your channel? Like, what's your elevator speech? If I met you today, that's what I would ask you. Why should I watch your channel? What would you tell me? Cruise Seeker, put it out there. Everybody make a note of these people if they catch your interest, and go give them a view. Cruise Sea Seekers, thank you so much for the super chat. Just like others said, you two are you're the inspiration when you love somebody. 0 subs to 2,500 in just 6 months.
Great.
That's way better than what we did. We didn't get to 1,000 until after a year, averaging 1K per month. Next cruise, Halloween on Allure of the Seas, will be on the Vloggers cruise, and you two in January. Well, we look forward to meeting you. Quit worrying about your subs and try to get more views. That's what you want to do. Views is the game when it comes to YouTube. There's my little bit of nuggets. You want the subs because it's fun, and I would love to catch my virtual friend who I've never met, so I don't know if I can call him a friend, but I would love to catch Gary Bembridge because he's an inspiration to us. The guy's killing the game with his thumbnails and his content, and so from that perspective, I would love to catch him from a creative competition kind of thing. But when it comes to actually being sustainable on YouTube, you got to get them views. You got to make stuff that people want to see, and the views are indicative of that. Angela Jumper, thank you so much for the super chat. We watch every one of your shows. This is the first time I've not been working, and I'm seeing it live. Shout out to the teacher live. Whoop, whoop.
Thank
Angela,
you for what you do.
What is 7 times 5? That will tell me whether or not you're a valid educator. Can't wait until the Christmas cruise.
That's going to be great. So a couple of people in here have asked about...
Asked about the weather?
No, asked about when we're going to be on the Prima. So we will be on the Prima in when is it? November for 3 nights.
Yep.
And then we have our group cruise March 5th of 2023. There is still room on that group if you guys are wanting to jump on it. Our pricing is still probably about $1,000 less than what you're seeing on the website. There's not many rooms left, so
we got sexy pricing on the Prima.
Yeah, like it's pretty great.
And you get to hang out with Jenny B. Ken May, thank you so much for the super chat. Is anyone taking the cruise on the Prima this Christmas?
Oh my goodness, that's going to be fantastic, though.
Todd Cohen, thank you so much for the super chat. I had to quit my job at Pete because sometimes you run out of towels and you have to sacrifice the cute elephant. Thanks for all that you do.
That's right.
Todd,
Thanks, Todd.
Much appreciation, much love. To anybody out there that's systematically undoing towel animals, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the Lord's work, and I appreciate it. But don't tell Pepita I said that. All right. French-speaking creator from Quebec City, but you have subtitles for English-speaking viewers.
Thank you.
But have some.
That's
oh,
awesome.
Very nice. How about that? Oh yeah, creator. Go check out Chris Gu. Question: what do you look forward to checking out on the Prima the most? I don't know. I haven't even looked at it. I'm very much. I don't look at stuff until I show up on it. I don't know. I just want to see the cool design. I know that Frank Del Rio had a big hand in it. I want to see what the shows are like.
The same people built it.
Yeah.
So it has kind of like that sleek, just very fine lines.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that. The observation deck is something that I am kind of interested in. So yeah.
Nathan Wilkinson, thank you so much for the super chat. Did we do it? Oh, we got to 1,000. We still haven't got to 10 dislikes. Hello, McFly.
And his world is in the house. What's going on, Edna? Can't wait to meet you in person finally in January.
That's right. Let's see. I'm at the bottom. I gotta
Question.
go back. I have to go back and read some
What
of these
day in
creative
March?
pitches.
Hey, Mercy. How are you guys?
Mercy,
It is
Mercy.
March 5th.
Margaret Riley, I don't know even what our schedule in Boston is, so it's tough. We got to regroup maybe next year and do some regional meetups.
Mm-hmm.
We had a good one in Florida one time. I think over 100 people came out.
Excellent.
That was really a great way to meet a lot of people. It's so hard for us because almost everywhere we go, there's a lot of opportunity to meet people, and it's just hard to meet everybody that wants to meet. But yeah, it's a challenge. It's a
Brian
challenge.
Harkin, he is going on the symphony in 4 days. That's exciting.
Steven's getting off the Wonder the day. Yeah, leave us something on the ship. We'll come find it. Actually, don't do that. I doubt we'd be able to find it. It just sounds like a cool animal, a cool idea. And then I read the word animal. Question: have you sailed on the Carnival Valor? And did you like it? If you have, next year going to. We've never been on the Valor, so if anybody's got any Valor info for Justin, again, like I've never met a cruise I didn't like, so other than the Wonder, but we're going to be able to do that. Let's see. Would I ever consider singing on a cruise ship? No. I really love what I get to do here. I mean, I have sang on a cruise ship doing karaoke and stuff like that, but yeah. What's our favorite port? Interesting with Scott. Do you have is it still like San Juan for you? What's your favorite port?
I mean, I love Puerto Rico, but listen, being out in Alaska, and I'll take any of the Alaska ports.
Yeah, the Alaska. Yeah, Alaska's a great trip. We're gonna do that every year, like until we get bored with it. But I went there the year before. I went there this year, and I'm more than excited to go back next year. So I'm excited. I think I'm going to Prince Edward Island, Terry. I don't know. I don't know what all's on that itinerary. There's like 2 or 3 things in Nova Scotia. I know one of the last stops is in Bar Harbor. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Very.
Let's see. Am I going to drop the Liberty vlogs? Yeah, we did back in 2018. Drop the Liberty vlog. No, we didn't. We didn't vlog in. I didn't vlog anything. I was just there to see what it was like to be on the Liberty for 4 days. But yeah, no vlogs. Are you going to book the April on the Pride or not? I don't think so, Mike. We are looking at Transatlantics, but I don't think the Pride's going to be the one.
Yeah, just because it goes to Barcelona and we want to go a little north.
Lumberjack show, definitely do it one time. I like it. Am I going to vlog the Vloggers Cruise? I wouldn't think so. No, probably not. I feel like I'm going to be very busy. I'm hoping that we
I
end
already
up
have
with
plans for him. He has no time for that.
I really hope we have some some panels and stuff, and where I can talk and help with creators and that kind of. I don't think there'll be a lot of time for vlogging. So, when I go back to the burlesque show, it was a very short burlesque show, and I felt really good about supporting those guys there.
Absolutely. And somebody on our Facebook group.
Did they do it?
Yes.
They get the discount?
I don't know. I haven't seen it since.
It's really cute, and it really did feel like it was in the vibe of the port.
And listen,
I don't think I need to go do it again. I would go say hi to those folks, but I don't think I would need to watch the show.
What I love about it is supporting a small business.
Yeah.
Right, instead of big it's
Retro Sarge is in the house. Are you still at so my brother's at a concert tonight? Oh yeah, he's at the Styx concert. Have they done Roboto yet? Come Say Lole. What's our favorite Styx song? I don't know.
I mean, does he go to bed? He
I
just
know.
got off a cruise.
Are you packed? You're supposed to get on a plane
come on now.
Jamie from Sharon at Sea, I think, is here. I'm so excited to be able to hang out with Jamie. In the last year, I've met a lot of people, And Jamie and John, both of those guys, the time that I got to spend with them, very endearing. I am so looking forward to hanging out with those guys again.
I'm glad.
They're good guys. They're good guys. I enjoy it. I enjoy the folks. Let's see. How long after the... So you guys know that I didn't really get in trouble. So it's... But yeah, it's a fun gag, right?
Exactly. Oh, crazy
sail
cat
away.
travel. What's going on? Beautiful.
I didn't get in trouble because I do what I want.
We all know.
Look, I'm flexing.
Whatever. Just stop it.
It's the same face I make when I'm taking a poop.
Are any of those noises on?
I don't know. Don't play with the buttons.
Oh, well, that one's on now.
Oh, that's some long song. Turn it off. Holy moly. Gonna blow the place up. Question. Wondering any plans for the Halloween cruise like a club?
Dawn, it is
Yes.
all in the works, my dear.
There's going to be a slot pool. There's going to be a cabin crawl. There's going to be a pub crawl. There's going to be a costume contest. We're even going to do some fishing off the back of the ship. We haven't got that cleared yet with Carnival, but that's the plan.
No one.
Jack with a question. Hey, Barnett, do you know if Carnival rents scooters shipping out of the Dream? Yeah, we've done that before with your mom. You can rent the scooter. It's a company, and they have the scooter.
Around. It's called Scoot Around.
Scoot Around. Yeah. This weekend's going to be off the chisel, says Jamie from Sharon at Sea in Vegas, baby. Yeah, what's that country song? We ain't going down till the sun comes up.
Whatever.
It's going to be nice. We're all like 50-something. I don't think John's 50-something. We'll be in bed by like 10 o'clock.
I doubt it.
10 o'clock.
We stay up pretty late.
Yeah, we do stay up pretty late. Question, any plans to cruise the Carnival celebration? Yes. We are on a group cruise next Halloween on the celebration. My favorite cruise ship, I think I'm still going to give it to the Oasis of the Seas. I like that Virgin ship, though, from a modern ship design. Yeah.
I have to say that, Oasis probably Oasis was our first, mega ship, right? So it was so massive, so overwhelming, and you just, I don't know, every time I get on an Oasis class, it's very just emotional.
Yeah.
I love it.
Have we won a Royal Up? We won a bid on a Norwegian.
Was it Norwegian or?
I would say the only advice I would give is go ahead and bid as much as you want to pay, and then do an odd number, kind of like the old eBay days. Don't make a $50 bid, but make a $52 bid so that you beat all the people that made the $50 bid. So, Lena.
Well, and listen, also you want to make sure before you put in a bid.
Yeah.
You want to make sure, go out on the website, or if you have a travel agent, get with them and make sure that what you're going to bid added to what you've already paid is actually what those cabins, are more than. Right? You don't want to bid on something that you're already overpaying on if you haven't checked your prices. So,
yeah, somebody said who inspired the Sugar Skull T-shirt. Just running out of time for the Halloween group cruise inspired that shirt last year. I wanted to do something that represented both Jenny and I. I've got a subscription to a service called Adobe Stock, and so I went looking for Halloween stuff, and I thought the male and female Sugar Skulls was a cool representation of us. So the inspiration really was Jenny and I, and then running out of time. There's a question that says, oh wait, that's a good question, but, oh man, I missed the question. Teresa said, are we doing a special giveaway when we hit 200,000 or 18 million?
18 million.
Maybe 18 million. Yeah. It's, the funny thing about giveaways is I don't want to feel like I have to give stuff away for people to watch the show. And that does seem what it's like when you start doing giveaways. You have all these people that don't really watch the show come for the giveaway. And so I feel like, and this is going to sound crazy.
And this is us.
I feel like that we give stuff away every day in the form of the work that we do. And so I hope it's a fair exchange. I hope that the entertainment, the information, and all that stuff that we give you that way for 15 minutes each day, I hope it's a fair exchange for your time to watch it. So I feel like we're already giving stuff back and forth to each other. But who knows? I mean, I wouldn't count out a giveaway, but we don't really plan around giveaways, if that makes any sense. All right, go ahead. What were you saying, babe?
Chris, thank you for that feedback of Team Jenny. I have the best colleagues that work with me with Team Jenny, so I appreciate that feedback. No, someone asked, it was a good question, right? They asked how it is living with you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's the best ever. I mean, I've been with this guy for 20 years, and like every day is just something new with him. He makes me laugh, makes me smile, and
I take
I'm
care of
lucky.
my lady very well. I make her feel,
Special, beautiful,
on a
and-
daily.
Yeah, you're awesome.
And I'm sort of crazy, so that's kind of fun too. You never know what's going to
Keeps
come
me
out.
on my toes.
Never know what's going to come out of my mouth. Brittany's Traveling Adventure. She's a creator. She loves to travel and see new things, and I vlog so I can share my memories with family and friends. It's a fun way to express myself to you all. That's a good elevator pitch, Brittany. I like it, and thank you so much for the super chat. Cheryl said, "Explain super chat." Well, it's exactly what Brittany did just there. She was able to get her chat highlighted and read, and also a way to support the channel. So there's a $sign down there by your chat button. Never required. Always appreciated. How about that?
Not Wawa, but it is Dunkin' Donuts,
Dunkin'.
and it was iced coffee. I don't have any more.
Do you want some of mine?
Yeah.
I have some of mine if you like.
You see, this is why it's easy living with him.
That's right.
He shares his coffee.
Let's see. Got to keep the queen happy. Yeah, it's been a while. 8 weeks. The passing of the queen was wild. You never know. It's so weird. Like, I'm not huge into the UK royalty or anything like that. But when somebody that's been around your life forever, when passes away, it was like, oh, it was really kind of reflective. So it's pretty interesting. Can I have a drink of that now that I've choked myself?
Absolutely. So do you have a favorite video that we've made?
We've made like 2,000 videos, so it's so hard. I mean, I still love the men's packing guide to
That one's great.
The men's guide to packing, because that was one of the first funny videos we tried to make. Also, the funny video of the packing cubes where I got you to swear a little bit.
Yeah, so those are two of my favorite. I think one of my favorite is when we talked about my favorite series, of course, was the 100 Days to Havana.
Yeah.
But I love the one that we talked about how we met.
Yeah, I like that one. I like You Almost Killed Me in Key West. There's some of the vlogs I really like. Like, I like the way that ships look, and I like sailaways and stuff like that. And I feel like there's a few vlogs where I captured that really well. Some of that stuff, it's hard to watch yourself, so we very rarely go back. Sometimes we do, but yeah. Question or big.
I want to answer that one after. Go ahead.
Okay. Big Al Sams, thank you for the super chat. Question: Hey y'all, going to the Caribbean for the first time in 23. Plan for a week. Which direction do you recommend? West, south, west, southwest. So, I think the prettiest islands would be
Eastern.
Get yourself some Puerto Rico, some St. Martin, some St. Thomas. Beautiful. But if you want to do the fun stuff that comes along with cruising, you could go west. You could go Bahamas and then kick on over to Cozumel and go to like a Mr. Sancho's. That really is it really encapsulates some of the vibe of Caribbean cruising. But then we're going even further south. Eventually, we haven't been to Aruba or Bonaire or to Curacao, and I hear those are wonderful.
St. Kitts, St. Lucia.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I hear those are wonderful. So, but I think if you're really wanting to get that Caribbean vibe, Western's not a bad way to start. And then if you want the beauty of the Caribbean, I would go Eastern. But that's a great question.
Someone did ask, so I want to get back to one of the ones about packing.
Yeah.
But good question, P&B's Wide World of Ports. The final payment for the Vloggers Cruise, and this is for everybody across the board, whether you booked with us or with the other agents and YouTubers that are involved. It is due October 1st. So we will be away. So if you can shoot me an email how you would like to pay, we can put a credit card on file, however you want to do it. And there's also a way to pay online, so I can send you that as well. Nice. But there was a question. So what is the one thing, and this is from Jen Nixon, what is the one thing you bring on every cruise that is not normally on those cruise checklists? So I have a few things.
Yeah,
so
if I bring anything.
I bring my makeup towel, which is like just a magical towel that wipes my face so I don't dirty their towels. I know it's weird. I also bring my towel wrap for my hair when I wash it, so my dye doesn't get on their towels. And then also I like to bring our own hand soap. Pump.
Hand soap, bar soap. Sometimes you'll bring a loofah. that kind of stuff. The thing that I usually bring that I don't guess would be on a list, and it's a guy thing. Like I'll bring my beard brush. I'll bring a trimmer. Gosh, what I'm trying to think if there's anything that's really weird that I bring. I don't think so.
I don't think I
bring a lot of
that's
camera.
not
Yeah, I bring a lot of camera gear, stuff like that too. That's a good question.
Yeah, but listen, if you guys have one thing that you bring that you're like, oh, I can never forget that again.
Yeah.
And we always bring, just in case, we always bring an umbrella. That's usually on people's lists.
That's right. Do we ever eat in the MDR? We sure do. Lately, I'm not really digging the time commitment to the MDR. It's fun, but when I'm by myself, I don't want to spend that time, it's okay. Like, the food's it doesn't blow me away in the MDR, so if I'm not doing specialty or something, I'm happy to go just get food from the buffet. Somebody said least favorite cruise. I wanted to make a comment about that. I don't really I would have to think about that. I really feel like that we spend too much time in life dwelling on things that were our least favorite are negative when we really should be focusing on things that are positive. There's certainly times where I'll make a video where I've done some observational stuff about, crazy cruisers or something like that. But most of the time I try to live on that positive side. So I don't really know about a negative experience.
Hey, Jim, how are you? Remember Jim from Alaska?
Yep, Jim
He
is
said
here.
that he saw your twin up in Skyline.
There you go.
Could have been him, and
That's
he
right.
didn't bring me any back.
Let's see. Man in Motion, Tony, you and Emma took my question about launching a channel, and the advice was to find a niche. It's full-time cruising. Awesome, man. Way
That's
to go.
awesome.
Ship Show is here. What is up, Johnny? I can't wait to see you in a couple of days. I don't know what kind of trouble we'll get into.
Oh boy, Vegas is never going to be the same.
Somebody send the bell money. Steve Kirk, thank you so much for the super chat. Listen to you every day. I'm 55 and I love the cruise views. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Miss T, hi Tony and Jenny and Tony. Love the channel, especially the humor. Thanks for the great cruise info and always making me smile. Miss T, thank you so much for watching. Steve, thank you so much for watching. And thank you for the kind super chats.
Yeah. And listen, there's also a lot of different questions coming in about how you could become a travel advisor, whatever. Again, shoot me an email because those are, long-winded. So just send me an email and I'll shoot you over some information.
There you go.
Franklin, Tennessee.
Franklin, Tennessee. How about that? Yeah. We used to live in Brentwood. I worked in Cool Springs. You should know all those places. Yeah. I've seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I worked in Bellevue.
I've seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show on the square in Franklin, Tennessee.
Nice.
That's right. Hey Dudes is Scott's talking about the Hey Dudes. Those have been good shoes.
They're awesome, Scott.
I like it. All right, so how are we doing? 941, 1,200 likes, only 6 dislikes. Maybe we've run all the trolls off.
That's great.
How about that?
Or maybe people are just,
John, so
the love.
One of the things I love hanging out with John is he's a foodie, and there's no better foodie town than Las Vegas. And I'm pretty sure he has some nice restaurant picked out for us. So I'm looking forward to having some foo-foo dinner with Johnny Boy. Sweet home Alabama. Well, that was a close one this weekend, right, Robert? My brother Retro Sarge, who's at the Styx concert in Alabama, he's a Tide fan, and there was one point on the ship where they were losing. So,
someone asked, "Who's your favorite YouTuber?"
You, Jenny
Aww,
B.
You're my
Jenny
favorite.
B is my favorite YouTuber. I watch so many people on YouTube. I think that would be unfair to pick out a favorite.
Yeah, and I mean, like, everybody knows, like, the bigger ones, but, like, I'll tell you, I love, and of course we've been able to meet him and stuff like that, but I love the Steam and Bean.
Steam and Bean has a great YouTube channel.
I tell you, and it's even before, we just used to watch him, right? Because he lives in such a rural place in Canada that I just used to love to hear him say, Flin Flon.
Brent Tucker, I think I will do an update on Have to Lose. It's been an interesting 8 weeks with going to the doctor and stuff, so I haven't really felt like getting into it over there. Just been trying to keep my head down and doing the work. So, but yeah, maybe. I don't know. I know a lot of people like that for inspiration, but you got to take care of ourselves, and so sometimes making those updates are not the best way to take care of ourselves. I hope that makes sense. Jason Boone, favorite towel animal. Mine is the unfolded towel animal. My favorite towel animal looks like a towel.
And listen, you know what? I don't really like the towel. I'll be honest. Like, I'm with you. Like, they're cute, but
They've been a fun conversation piece.
Yeah.
Do I ever feel tempted to play from the dark side? No, I mean the odds are about the same, right? I guess you could watch the craps table and feel like it's maybe trending toward a cold table, and maybe you want to play from the dark side. I don't like it. I would rather be with other people. Well, all of our lights are losing their charge.
They are. I think my favorite towel animal actually is the one that John gave you.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't come apart.
Yeah. I don't ever play from the dark side. I would rather lose with like-minded folks than win alone. Win alone.
Yeah. Good. Everybody, thank you guys.
Good advice.
Great advice coming in with, what they need to be taken and stuff like that. So
favorite hotel in Vegas? We've stayed at Excalibur. We've stayed at New York. Stayed in the Venetian. The Venetian's the nicest place we've ever stayed. Mm-hmm. So, but we're staying in the Excalibur, which I like the theming of Excalibur. Team Barton is in the house. What's up, Sean? In the building, number 21 and 22 people. Fans on their way to Alaska on the Encore in 2 weeks. Is it bad that I'm already packed? Yes, I'm not even packed for my trip tomorrow. I got my layers and my Starbucks gift card. Sean, you're going to have a blast.
You are.
I can't wait to hear from you guys about how it was, how you liked it. So,
and don't forget, did we have to put the Starbucks... Yeah, I think you have to put the Starbucks on your app, the gift card.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, go ahead and put it on your app. Let's see. Tomorrow's the Stephen Bean's birthday. What's up, Ellen? How are you doing?
Is he in here?
I think Scotty was here earlier.
Aw, tomorrow is Scotty's birthday. Everybody, all right, so everybody go over to Stephen Bean's channel and just leave him a happy birthday message.
There you go. We're going on the Holland America New Stadendam from Quebec on September the 24th, and it ends in Boston. It's going down I don't know all the places that it's going, but I know it's going to Bar Harbor and then some Nova Scotia stuff. TF, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for all your hard work. Man, it's a labor of love. I feel very lucky. Mm-hmm. We both feel very lucky that we're able to do the work that we do, and we're having a blast.
Absolutely.
That's why when you go to the doctor and you deal with some health stuff, that it's like we're having like the best time from a work and life and travel perspective. And so it just, I guess that's a challenge a little bit.
It is a little bit.
It's a challenge a little bit.
Raphael, we have not, so he wanted some opinions on the Celebrity Reflection. We've unfortunately never been on that ship, but Celebrity as a cruise line, you're going to have a great time, great service, good food.
We had a good time on Celebrity. We've been on with Divina, the Apex.
No, that's MSC, is the Divina.
Oh,
so
we've been on the
Equinox. You've been on Apex. No, I was on Apex also. What was the one?
Edge
you
was
went
the
on
other
the
one,
Edge.
Yeah.
And I thought there was another. No.
Michelle
we've
PJ is here. Glad to have you. Let's see. Do you have a group cruise leaving from a port north of Orlando? Yeah, we're leaving out of New Orleans next year. I don't know what else. We've gone out of Galveston before, but we're still on the fence a little bit. Like we're thinking maybe of not doing any group cruises in 2024. So this could be the last hurrah for the group cruises, but not really sure.
Jim, congratulations. That is awesome. I'm very excited for you.
Donald, when is your payment due for your Prima Cruise in March? Love your content. Do you know
Donald, it is November 5th.
There you go.
Yeah.
So my brother and I, we actually have an interesting excursion on Thursday in Las Vegas. We got a lot of great recommendations for Vegas. So I wanted to do something that's kind of out in nature, but then something that's not. And so we're going to take a motorcycle excursion. It's a tricycle, so 2 wheels in the front, 1 wheel in the back. I don't remember what they're called. But we'll be riding out to the Red Rock Canyon for a kind of a 4-hour adventure outside. And then that night, we're going to go to the new Comedy Cellar in the Rio, which is the comedy club I've always wanted to go to in New York, which I haven't had a chance to yet. So we got a pretty cool Thursday before the boys show up. And then there's no telling what trouble Jamie and John, they're going to get us in. So we're just going to be trying to keep up with them on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Or Friday, Saturday. Let's see. Question, do you pre-plan your casino budget? We should, James. So that's, but we got to be a little better with our budget. We normally put them out in a, we normally take an amount with us, and once we run through that, we don't go any deeper, so.
So we've never been on the Escape, Beverly. We have been on the 3, Edge.
Never.
Not the Escape. I'm sorry, I'm thinking NCL.
Yeah.
NCL. You weren't on the Escape,
I was on the
right?
Getaway.
You were on the Dawn and the Getaway.
Yeah. Tamara Klein, thank you so much for the super chat. I know, Quebec. It's Quebec. I do play around with it being like French. Quebec.
So I am 51. I was in Quebec, gosh, when I was like 10 or 11. So it's 40 years. So crazy.
Oh, Gusty's American Adventures, yeah. So that was a big thing on Royal, that they have a new karaoke list, which the one time I tried to do karaoke last year on Adventure, the list was trash. It was like every not good hit from an artist.
Yeah, but we were just told on the Harmony that they just updated it.
That's what he's saying.
Oh,
that's who we met
okay.
on the Harmony. Yeah.
Oh, is that Gusty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Favorite excursion out in Nassau? Never really did an excursion in Nassau. I do like to go to the Pirate Republic. I got some good footage, so you guys saw the pier footage, and the feedback on that pier footage is interesting. I don't know that I would do that pier walk again. I liked it. I just want to say that a lot of people are like, I don't like the artsy shots where the uncovered roof is like a kaleidoscope. I put it in there because I wanted to break up just the standard walk, but I get that people don't like that. But where we were walking to was the Pirate Republic brew house. And so we did a hard seltzer tasting and a flight of beer tasting. I probably could make a little vlog of that, but that's what I like to do. I like to go to the Starbucks there. I like to walk in the little gift shops, and I like to go to Pirate Republic. But there's a lot of stuff to do in Nassau, but that's usually what we do. And then you could also go to Atlantis, but that's pretty expensive. I don't know. A lot of times we don't get off in Nassau.
No. Janice, so we have not been on the Carnival Conquest, but we've been on the Liberty, which is the Conquest class with Carnival. Tony, you just got off of that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I know it's a great kind of flow.
Yeah.
It's a nice flow. And my sisters actually were on the Conquest at the beginning of August, and they had a great time. So
yeah. So there was a question that I do want to address, and it was in the comments too. How do we get to cruise so often? And I think it's a great question. And so one of the YouTubers that I do follow is Mr. Beast. I went to a conference last year, and I heard Mr. Beast talk. And one of the things that he talks about is reinvesting into your business. And so we have a media and a travel business, and part of the success of those businesses are dependent on us having travel experiences, having a well-rounded understanding of cruise lines and cruise ships. And so it's super simple. How do we get to, we don't have time off of work because we're small business owners. We work all the time, but we choose to work on cruise ships, and we choose to reinvest part of the revenue that we make from our businesses in cruising. So it's really just that simple of an equation. We take the money that we make from travel and from YouTube and from selling t-shirts and from Patreon and all the revenue streams, and we go on more cruises so that we have better, well-rounded content. And then when we're on those cruises, because we go on a lot of them, we have to work. So we'll work part of the day, and then we'll learn stuff the rest of the day. So it's, I don't know, I get that question, and to me, I guess because I'm in it, it doesn't seem like that complicated of a question, but I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense.
is there a way to release that, or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Jason, put your comment up there again. It got hidden.
Yeah, he got timed out for a little bit, but just wait until you come back timed out.
The Naughty Cruiser Travel Vlogs. Thank you so much for another super chat. Just did the dolphin encounter at the Blue Lagoon in Nassau yesterday. It was an amazing experience. Thank you for that recommendation. Check that out. Yeah, Mr. Beast is probably the best YouTuber right now. Again, I feel like, this is the way I feel like. I know not everything sits in our demographic or the things that we enjoy in life, but I do appreciate people that are doing well on YouTube, that understand YouTube. And so I will watch, I pick up a lot of information. I saw him speak last year. It was pretty interesting.
So Ken X, don't we get free cruise casino offers?
We're starting to.
We're starting to from Royal, but Carnival, no.
Yeah. I think Royal.
Princess.
Yeah.
Royal
and
Princess.
This Holland's going to be our first press cruise, which they're paying for everything, which is going to be kind of interesting. But we told them when they did that we still want to be able to say whatever we want to say. So it's going to be interesting to go through that process. We didn't get to pick our own room. We didn't get to pick our own flights. And we're really normally pretty particular about that. But yeah.
Because already I'm like, oh my goodness, we're all the way forward.
Yeah. Are we approachable on a cruise? Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
We're voice activated, right? Like, I'm not walking around trying to meet everybody on a cruise ship. It's not really my personality. I'm a little shy that way. But if you come up and talk to me, I will talk to you. And I mean, the best interaction is like a 2-minute interaction, right? Come up, say hi, get a picture if you want, that kind of thing. I'm not, again, there's family members that I won't talk to for 5 minutes. Not because I don't love them. It's just my personality. So don't ever be put off by that. But my mind is always somewhere else. So I love to say hello and get to meet people. But I'm not good for the long haul. I'm not good for a 10-minute conversation. So don't let that surprise you, because it's just not the way that I'm wired. But we do love to meet people, and
Absolutely.
Jenny will talk to you for 14 days. I'm just kidding. She doesn't. She barely talks to me either. But I am voice activated. That's the truth.
I can talk all day on the phone, but like when I am.
Yeah, the looks that Jenny gets sometimes, like, it's funny. It's kind of funny.
The looks.
Like in your eyes, like when you're like ready to move on to the next thing.
Oh, you're funny.
Yeah. Jeff says 3-day, 5-day, 7-day. What do you prefer? We prefer as long as possible. Yeah. But that 4-day wasn't too bad, where I was able to drive over 2 hours, go on the Liberty for 4 days. I didn't unpack. That's kind of weird for me. Normally, I unpack. But yeah, that's it's not bad. I want the longer one.
Texas Pepito, I thought you were our friend.
Good Craps YouTube channel is Color Up. We did a collaboration video, but if you want to learn about craps, go check that out.
Yeah. Fred, what's going on? Can't wait to see you and Lisa next month. And I will send that out to you.
That's right.
Let me send myself a note.
Favorite part of Alaska? I think I just like sailing in Alaska. I like when you can... It was
just amazing, you guys. I can't even... We're going to have to sit down and do something.
We need to do something.
It was just amazing.
Yeah, it's fun to look out into the sea and just to see the mountains. And I just loved all of it, really.
I'm just sending myself a note real quick.
Bobby Johnson asking about the key perk. I think it works out good if you only need one device on your internet.
Right.
You want a kind of non-crowded place to eat lunch and some priority embarkation.
And seating. When you go into the things, which with the occupancy of the ship going up is super important.
Yeah.
And I looked at it for our Harmony, but because it was only for one device, I was like, it's not really worth it for us.
There's the group cruise information. Look at that link by
Thank
Firestorm.
You, Matt.
Yeah. That will tell you all the dates and all the stuff, that kind of thing. So we have enough of them where it's hard to commit the dates and ports and stuff to memory. So go check that link out. Let's see. Been cruising since 1986. Went on the NCL Hawaiian cruise, only ship run by Americans. Yeah, Pride of America. Wasn't impressed. Open dinner. Food was okay. Didn't meet the cabin steward for 5 days.
And I heard that they don't have a casino.
No casino on that. Have we done back-to-back yet? Yes, we did.
We did it back-to-back-to-back.
We've done a couple side-to-sides.
Side-to-sides, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't done the thing where they pulled us off the ship and put us back on it.
No,
I guess we haven't done a true back-to-back.
No.
More
We've
side-to-sides.
done side-to-sides. 3 of them in a row.
Yeah.
Remember we did Princess? What was it? Princess?
Yeah.
Celebrity, and then Royal.
Yeah. Let's see.
Crazy.
Paris, Tennessee. What's up, Terry? Tony, my wife, and I love your channel. You're hilarious. Love your continuous twist. Love how Jenny is always in your sight with love. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. We feel very lucky that we get to do it. I really can't do a video that explains cruise insurance better because I'm not an insurance expert. I don't know anything about it. I just know what I do for me. And I just try to get medevac insurance and more medical insurance. But yeah. Travel Life, thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Jenny, for your assistant. Can't wait to meet you and Jenny.
Same.
Me, you, and
Cannot
me.
wait.
You and us. I can't read.
Oh, isn't that who is that?
Oh, it's Jabo.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I was.
What's up, Jabo?
I didn't want to say, and then what's up, Jabo?
Yeah, Cruise Wars has gone the way of the Spider-Man cartoon from the '80s. It's just going to live there in perpetual goodness. Mm-hmm. Did I say Mr. Beast? Yes. Joe,
there you go, Twisted.
Good YouTuber. Side to side is side to side is when you leave one cruise ship and you go to another one on the same day. So we got off the one. How did we do it?
When?
What were our side to side?
We did the Sky Princess,
and went to the
then
Apex.
We went to the Apex, and then we went to the Wonder of the Seas.
Didn't we go home for a few days and then come back for Wonder? think so.
We may have.
But we did the same thing in Alaska. We went for a week on the NCL ship, and then we left that port. We left where they let us off and went to another port in Seattle and got on the Princess ship. Those are side by sides.
Right.
A back-to-back is when you stay on the same ship. Mm-hmm. Ronald B., thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for your help on the Prima Cruise. Looking forward to cruising with you.
Right.
How about that?
Aw, Ronald, thank you. Did you say that already?
I just did.
I'm sorry. I was reading Tessa's comment. It's a good one.
Yeah. What do we think for a wedding on the celebration? I don't know about the cruise wedding. I've seen it done a couple ways. You can do it through the cruise ship, and they'll hook you up. And I also met somebody on one of these cruises where they all got on there together, and then they went to an island on a port day and got married right there on the beach.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty nice, too.
Absolutely. Pigeon Forge. Is there a Halloween group cruise this year? And if so, is it too late to join? So what's up? What's up? It's on the Carnival Horizon, October 29th. And I think there's some rooms left. I know last time I looked, there wasn't many balconies left. So, if you shoot me an email, I'll send you over some information.
Are there better cruise deals offered through travel agents than on ships? Sometimes, sometimes not. So, like, a good example is for our group cruise on the Prima, Jenny held a bunch of rooms last year sometime. Mm-hmm. And now those rooms are significantly less expensive than if you just book that cruise regular right now. So it depends, and especially with the group that Jenny works with, the Expedia Cruises, they're always grabbing group space on different cruises. So it's possible, but I would never use a travel agent thinking you're going to get a cheaper price. The reason that you would use a travel agent is for the expertise of the travel agent. Travel agents have booked thousands of cruises. In most cases, Jenny for sure, have booked thousands of cruises, and they have contacts with the cruise line. They do all the work for you. So really, if you're trying to decide whether or not to use a travel agent and your main factor is price, I don't know that I would do it thinking, oh, I'm going to get a better deal. You might possibly will, but that's not really the reason to use a travel agent, in my opinion. I'm sure there'll be travel agents that say, yes, always use us because you're going to get a better deal. I just don't think that's true. But that's my take.
No, and
from the outside looking in.
Right, and a lot of times, you may get the same price that you get online with the cruise, but what you're also getting, like Tony said, is expertise, right? Like if you're gonna book a cabin that's right above, the auditorium, I'm going to say, I don't think that you really want to be there.
Jenny is the best at making sure you don't book a funky cabin.
Yeah,
she
very hard.
She got some great cabins.
Yeah.
Shane Kelly, thank you so much for the super sticker. Super chat.
Thank you.
Midwest Family Adventures, thank you for the super chat. Gusty's wife here, Angie. It was nice to meet you too on the Harmony of the Seas. Thanks for taking the time to chat with us. Yeah, it was our pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely.
It was great to follow Gusty's adventure on the Voice of the Sea.
I wish I was back having a cup of coffee again.
That'd be nice. Tomfoolery 24, thank you so much for the super chat. Love your vids. We haven't paid for a cruise in 4 years due to winning a coin in the casino on our Royal Cruises. Going to Greece next month for free. Gambling pays off. Love watching your vids. Loyal to Royal. Yeah, so after this last cruise, I got offered a free balcony, which is interesting. I guess gambling as a way to reduce the cruise fare is not a bad thing.
No.
Shane Kelly, thank you for another super chat. Very nice. Very nice.
Very sweet.
Info on the group cruise, Connie. I don't know how you can find it. No, I'm just kidding. LidoloCa.com/group cruise. Let's see. Skagway, love it, Man in Motion.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, crappy. We should do a crappy cruise.
That would be fun. I know that Color Up, I think they're thinking about doing a cruise, so it's kind of cool. All right, guys. Wow, 10 o'clock came fast. You guys are awesome. Well, the trolls suck, man. They couldn't even get the 10 dislikes. I feel like I'm going to hit the dislike button. Come on, man. Where did the haters go? Thanks, everybody, for hitting the like button. Thanks, everybody who is part of the Loca fam. And sorry if we didn't get to your question. Church services on cruises, yeah, most of the time they're self-led from all different kind of faiths. But yeah, check your patter or the paper or the digital thing and they usually make space for church services. Martin W., thank you so much for the super chat. Going on a side-by-side in May, the celebration and the conquest. That will be awesome.
That is going to be good.
Very
You're
cool.
going from mega to like probably like almost baby.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be like the smallest. Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll be here next week, too. So, I'll be back from Vegas. So, make sure you come out for another live show. Much love to the Loca fam. Thank you guys so much. Who knows what we'll talk about tomorrow. But one thing, and I'm going to steal this from my friend Tommy Casabona at the Always Be Booked Cruise podcast. Let me give a shout out for Tommy. If you like a unique take on cruising and you like podcasts, you like to get like an hour's worth of podcast a week, go check out the Always Be Booked Cruise podcast with Tommy Casabona. Anytime I have to drive across the state, this is what I am listening to. He has a segment on his show where people email him questions, and I just wanted to open that up. If you have a question, and maybe we'll use it on the show, maybe we won't. We'll do our best to answer the question. But if you still have questions, I'm probably going to see it better if you email it to me. Right. That's Tony@LaLidoLoca.com. And go check out Tommy, since I'm ripping off his send in. I mean, he's not the first person to ever say send in an email, but I do want to give some respect. That's right. Because he's from New York and he might hurt me.
That's right.
All right.
He'll knock you down.
He'll knock me out. B-Duff Travels, thank you so much for the super chat. Great show. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to get out of here. I got to finish washing some clothes, and I guess Jenny's kicking me out tomorrow.
That's right. Get out.
Get out. All right. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. My name's Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca. And until the next time,
we'll see you on the Lido.
We will see you on the Lido.
Bye.
Bye.